quarter-pound slice, and this broke nigga look, and this cocaine cook, and this is so tight. And this quarter-pound slice, and this broke nigga look, and this cocaine cook, and this sea something crook. I feel like I'm in a temple of eternal exile and execution. My ghetto illusion, just get to shoot, fuck revolution. I'm trapped inside a marble coffin, cocaine white pseudo, punishment, pain and path for simply trying to get my loot on. Woke up in the morning struck, broke as fuck, had to find some dope to cut. Broke it up, then broke the bus to the turf with A1 coconut. To the crack house, to the back route, back out when I'm posted. Don't keep no crack on you, but cop the yak on you, living in Oakland. But niggas be faddy, ready for gunplay. Mom told me that I should've went to church last Sunday. For that North blocks on half it blocks and swallowing rocks while ditching cops. Well, as a solution to a drugs of culture, they say I'm naive or extremely reckless. Cause of 11,350 narcotics in possession. For sale, tip the scales with this rock cocaine. Stacking this currency in a hurry. Never know when the streets might try to bury me. I'd rather die trying to make a meal ticket than suffering poverty as a peasant portraying a field. Many nights decisive laminated carcasses carried off. Got me back in the AR-15 to bury off. Who opposed this? Thinking I got no handles and can't focus, but I got more guns than roses, more followers than Moses. A history of drug offense. First thug, hopping fences to escape from police patrolling and ground picks. The jail is a nemesis, it annihilates us. Cops discriminate and violate us. Haters, young players making papers. Due to the discrepancy of these foes, now we're wanted by the locals, slanging crack all over the coast. Got connections through the postal services. Inside sabotage got me living large, moving cocaine like it's water throughout the West Coast, as well as the Oakland Boulevard. And after all of this, I'm wondering where will I end up? Since my life has been a ball of shit. I know I'm sinning, but it's out of being mangled. So if I die tonight, God, let me be an angel. I'm all about my dividends. I'm all without no giving in. Knocking off more zips and trees to leaves in the fall. Nigga, like on the run, tucked over in my hideaway. And if I'm going out, nigga, I'm going out the side away. I'm all about my dividends. I'm all without no giving in. Knocking off more zips and trees to leaves in the fall. Nigga, like on the run, tucked over in my hideaway. And if I'm going out, nigga, I'm going out the side away. It's like I'm living to be sitting on top of the world. So one day my little girl can be comfortable. Diamonds, carrots, and pearls. As high as I be, probably my son might try to copy. Having plans to be the $1 million man like Ted 7 out at Holly. Interpret dead bodies, so you best shoot. Bro, niggas make the best crooks, now I'm riding a Lex. Plus niggas and bitches and busters that nitching and yelling. Got triggers for niggas with rig-ups and stick-ups and belly. The lavish living, Lucy Allen, life like a movie. Surrounded by Uzis, killers, condos, chronics, and cuties. The black market, a con artist with real vision. To date you and break you and gank you and take you for tickets. Niggas to hit your block up, living the coppers. Hennessy and pina colada, I'm sipping, gripping the chopper. The lobster eating, monster speaking, sleeping on beaches. Every weekend having meetings with hella Puerto Ricans. Got bitches down like Brandy, ready to hold my candy. Hoes that come in handy when it's time to load up the end.
It's like that, nigga, one step beyond. For Lizard.
I'm all about my dividends. I'm all without no giving and knocking off more zips than trees to leaves in the fall. Nigga, like on the run, tucked over in my hideaway. And if I'm going out, nigga, I'm going out the side away. I'm all about my dividends. I'm all without no giving and knocking off more zips than trees to leaves in the fall. Nigga, like on the run, tucked over in our hideaway. And if we going out, nigga, we going out the side away.
I'm ready for some fun. Be cautious of my lyrical forces, electricity courses through my capillaries, aggressive, extensive vocabularies, conducting electric current, launching frightening lightning from the turret. My mental armor tank, patrolling the outskirts of my bank. An unknown enemy sentry wishes to gain entry to my mental place. There he waits at the gates for centuries, enter the vast realms where I create the phenomenon beyond human imagination. More passion on human thought patterns. Get splattered when I begin to split your matter. With a cannon attached to the left talon, my chrome cybernetic electric dragon. Your jargon encased in carbon, your arteries harden. Heart activity will cease when I release a verbal barrage of flows of ill flows composed purely to sabotage my foes. I eliminate your mind state winds gyrate. I kill the unknowns in my zone with twisting cyclone thrown through the end of my microphone, leaving our own eyes bleeding, our own vision now impaired by the dust thrown into the air. The use of the senses to be aware of enemy defenses in my midst. A quick flick of my wrist and non-lyricists get wished quick into the abyss.
Makes him descend to the pavement with a velocity which can be determined when the rate of motion and upon a contact subtracts. Some implode, others simply collapse like an anal sphincter exposed to Ducalax. Laxative, lyrical black, the ability to be processed like lactose intolerance. My countenance twists like a double helix. Deoxyribonucleic as I recite illusionary scripts from my rhyme book. If partook in a cipher I was in, left you aghast as I entered the mass of MCs, killing them using repetitive patterns lyrically, mathematically, in the form of a four method first, outer, inner, last. I often ask myself, do I exist, or am I simply just a product of evil genius? I jest before I am justified, saying that I'm just a physical entity in the form of a jest, whose lyricals were made to penetrate the vertebrae straight to the chest. Cardiac arrest and hemorrhaging delays internal process of progress. The unconsciousness, but if you have been meant to escape my mental break, when I fornicate the mind with my sex life to be obtained, only fools contemplate running away. What's a liberty to make my defense of my game? We just went develop as we play lyrical virtual. Now tell me, do you feel lucky?
First one says, oh my, it's getting late. The second one says, there are witches in the air. The third one says, we don't care. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run and run. The fifth one said, I'm ready for some fun.
This is witchcraft, welcoming you to the inner doom. Whacking seas across the land where we damned. Walking you to the end of earth and the cornerstone of oblivion where we molecule and the cryptic one from the almighty center of the web. But first you've been warned, here comes a brainstorm.
Foolish earthlings trying to enter my abode. I'm impaling these foolish alien assailants, injecting rhymes into their minds till they explode. I'm an expert at demolition, demolishing solar systems with verbal transmissions, third eye incisions causing brain cell division. I saw you wishing, by wishing well, wishing to avoid your impending slaughter, but you ought to drop more than a quarter into the water. Enemies collapse by cryptic induced automatic asthmatic attacks. The wax caskets repaired, so be scared of my erratic tactics of tear. So you whack, you see you lying in a hospital on a Craftmatic adjustable mattress. I hope you're comfortable, cause in fact it's gonna double as your deathbed. Actually, nah, maybe I'll let you live. Give you a sedative, let you leave, gonna make your pain repetitive. You won't recoup from eternal time loops, your flows are fabricated. Go back to rapture whack boys, they're all getting contaminated. I'm erasing generations of whack creations with oral assassination. Attempt escaping, and I'm chasing at a slow pace like Jason, stalking, calmly walking, while you're forcing your little physical beyond its limits. Realize that it's time to die, you're finished as acidic lyrical liquids encrypt scripts on litmus paper. The paper turns red, enough said, it's time to meet your maker.
You feel what you don't understand. I separate a portion of my mind, causing me to drift into the canal, deep in subconscious like Sigmund Freud. I place my database in the west section of the cerebrum. Don't look back. I'm the violent type, having optic and black. Seas are feeble. I drop them off on the face of the earth like the spring needle. Electromagnetic battery packs burn our brains. I override minds with rhymes when I reverse your lifeline. Simpletons get teleported on icy mountains like a lie. I hold up your eyelids like Samson's and pillars. Just listen, I'm a living biogenetic unstable exoskeleton. Data penetration cross neurological interference with aliens. I'm not playing, my brain is tilted like the Tower Pizza. I throw gas canisters before the feet of the weak. Stimulating nerves, mechanical birds project from my chest like sound waves. Call me the executioner. I'm holding a shiny axe over the head of the whack. My thinking cap fills your dreams, streams like a fish tank. My telepathic computer virus slowly dissolves your memory back, subtracts your minds. My lord, multiplication signs. Man it up to here with your we jack rap. You've been born, take up the brainstorm. Man it up to here with your we jack rap. You've been born, take up the brainstorm. Man it up to here with your we jack rap. You've been born, take up the brainstorm. Man it up to here with your we jack rap. You've been born, take up the brainstorm.
Souls of any size die, it's their demise. As I electrify, their third eyes get fried from my mind. When fully energized, don't apologize for your whackness. Your tactics are clear. I taught you slow for you Van Gogh as I rip off your ear. Leave to the hole in your mental chamber, I rearrange your mind. I'm a sentinel sent back in time to assemble the mental of you and your kind. I'm dangerous, destroying all whackness in a 30-mile radius. Hearing screams saying save us as my brain stormy ruts. Transform physical forms to dust, from dawn till dusk. Winds gust with one verbal thrust, your kind eternally combust. See the clouds forming, take heed to the warning of brainstorming. See the skull and crossbones at the entrance of my mental catacombs. Through my zone you now roam at the pace of a snail. Till I hurt you with my verbals and you run like gerbils through habit trails. Trapped in a mental jail, remain on my brain self-detained till your sense of death by sentences have been served on verbal relentlessness. The tempest is coming soon, mental monsoon. My brain reigns consumed like infected detective resistance erecting a brain section 2. Who dare try to escape my mental state? No time for debate. Now we must eliminate.
Your spongy brain begins to fizz and override like an organic mat exposed to a chemical solution. A portion of the matrix laser crystal is used to fight your spirit. Rappers are in trouble like the spaceship Apollo 13. Living in my digital environment through bubble computer screens. With fiber optic illuminated spectrum stargaze over the electromagnetic fences in my dreams. I'm placing my palms on the epidermis of the earth's surface. Stationing the rotating axis on your simple planet like still light painted. I focus my mind on the wide radius of a meteor that's 6 miles in diameter. I need a precise calculation for accurate teleportations. Lego blocks unlock as my exoskeleton blew through wind like pollen. I was traveling light phasing through broken time slots. I'm a warlock floating over copper colored basin, bringing light to magical liquids that hover. I use my fingertips to carve through the water to mold your structure. I slow down your world like tiny parameciums, moving in oil and vinegar, writing in anger with my pad and pen. I decode the design of star constellations, healing weakling brains with no spawn. My mind is like a time machine powered by electrons. It sends me eons ahead of the rest. I've had it. Earth, take a good look at it, because it might be your last chance. Here comes the brainstorm.
It's apparent to me my flows go overhead like transparencies for projectors. Metal detectors alert me to your attempts to enter the web sector. The organic morphing texture of the walls of my mind's maze leave eyes gaze for days in amazement at the amazing words that I'm raising at extraordinary rates. I'm coordinating breaks and frozen mental places. I skate in metaphoric figure eights and slowly rotate them 90 degrees, sending infinite energies descending through the densities of dense enemies' minds. My rhymes are mending. I drop rains and lots of hot flames fed by 93 octane to let it fuel. I beheaded fools with tools lent to me by my surgeon friends from the 23rd century. The intensity of heat felt will melt foes instantaneously. Intensities cross globe. At the same time, my rhymes change minds. I'm receptive to the effective attacks of strange times. Connected lines, tracks, and flows. So, as we talk, we grow like beanstalk. So, climb the course of the core sports of the pro. Progressing mind, maneuver master, messenger. From the other side, blessing you with an abnormal opening of a portal. See the 3 eyes of an immortal being. Observe the sights you're seeing and learn. Or ignore, continue disagreeing and burn. Cryptic one, center of the web, Adam family.
I set asteroids fly on autopilot. I download megabytes with biophysics. When I daydream, I compress galaxies with the use of the matrix. The sky got punished by dozen miniature meteors. Can you imagine this? When I touch my fist to the surface of Venus, molecular vaporized planets with radioactive fire, like Sodom and Gomorrah. Strange, I numb the dumb's brain with Novocaine. Have I went mad because I reversed the Earth's orbital rotation like Superman? I transformed into a murky-colored biochemical moving puddle, flown inhumans in comprehension. Levels terrible, paranormal paraphernalia, cause mental place to tremble. I'm traveling slowly in the ventilation ducts of the brain, like John McClane. You know my train, riding comets on cosmic freeways. I'm out there like a bird on a wire. My mind is heavily armed like Centurion. I warned y'all, I use solar fiber optic light to burn stars like ants underneath my magnifying glass. I cripple the night with kryptonite. I soar on a rotating meteor, taking pictures of the earth like satellites.
Verses emerges, power surges vertically. My cerebral cortex now circulates through electric circuitry. Electric currents nurture me, running through my veins like wild colts. A massive amounts of amps and megavolts. I'm mentally managing and control metallic machinery, merging massive mechanisms with my molecular matter easily. MCs will be immobile, style lifting catatonic states, while my sonics break sound barriers in eighths, fractions, empty actions cause me to fracture the back end, make them slip of this now quick. Call a chiropractor back to fix your spinal column. Solemn mood circulate through you and the soldiers. Soon you be doomed by boulders thrown through the defense of the defiance by the giants. My alliance, my legion with ease destroys legion of MCs, stomping through the regions of your headquarters, located by the woods, the sea breezes and seasons. that it ought to be flowing freely. Breezes causing brisk chills. Fahrenheit drop a lot until you parasites get frozen still. The earth stops moving, rapid, frozen fast on its axis. Time to leave this damn planet, traveling intergalactic.
My life in the doggy bar system. These stars glistened on the right side of the planet as I danced on it like Gene Kelly singing in the rain. Left side of my brain is unused with umbrella Rubik's Cube. This is large from a centrifuge. This is huge with no depth. I sit to chew like your robots when these floor drops, corn crops have new patterns. My parade is so deranged, I don't know what strangers. I have an hourglass built inside my chest, and when I cartwheel, time changes. In the cavern, the whacker stalked throughout my quantum travels. I leap in towns that so small, I remove my coat because of do damage to rooftops when I walk. Do not talk as I walk through to my forest of twisted thoughts. Invertebrates, the truth is so poor, they rooted themselves and walked away. The doors will play, as you bring me mine. Slippers and robe, it took 6 scientists to unscramble my code. 5 guys named Bo and a warlock named Bo. As they typed in my coordinates, their discs unload. Before their demise, they realized the globe had froze.
Really reach within my zone. God damn it, I wish they'd leave me alone. Interkinetics allows me to lift my voice, figure to the atmosphere for my sole purpose of holding home like you. They attack me with hallmark artillery. I return fire with 3 forms of witchcraft, 2 molecules. The cryptic one in the partridge in the pantry, with forensics. To destroy all mathematics, reform the sequential theories of geometry. Altering 360 degrees, thus converting me. Table for cipher from circular to central heat, the dissection of metals. Releases toxins, infiltrating my innards. Penetrating my systems, causing internal malfunction. But luckily my structure came equipped with auxiliary switches and backup systems, which began re-energizing instantaneously upon distortion to my system's normal functioning. I bring no tricks. You hear 2 clicks and I alter my genetics, manually moving bowels to shit out synthetic. Just remember the streets are pathetic. When I'm petrified, I'm just the flesh infection leads attack. You relapse like flash before your eyes is collapse. When my tongue slaps, miracles, the inner all walls will collapse. The straps up from your jaw will attack the synapse, thus feeling handicapped, lyrical flight. The longer we do, we able to recite these summer folk poltergeist screaming, Caroline, guide me towards the light.
On each and every one of your brain's walls, branding y'all with word Neanderthals. You're all Cro-Magnon in comparison to the words that I'm landing around. I'm sensing very low comprehension. Your feeble mind just not understanding.
You're not understanding how I come in forms of positive and negative electron storms. My mind is going, I ride on the sun ejected hydrons. I trap kids in my orb like the ballerina lady when the snow falls. Molecular shrimp planets like the wall.
Like dwarves, mental midgets fidget with small words. Herds of stored verbs blurs your optical nerves. My colorful words float like tropical birds over abandoned islands, signifying my covert thoughts. Unlimited supply fly from mental energy source.
My mental energy source give me the power to diverse the course of asteroid rivers with my fingers. Prepare for I'm the coming of something that he planets. I throw your bones across the moon's surface and then the word of command is spoken. I read scriptures in nocturnal
visions enable sight at night as I take flight, seeing cannons and infrared swooping down on enemy prey till they're dead. Body parts are collected, my nest at the mountain crest. My intelligence, verbal resonance enables me to kill MCs without hesitance.
Without hesitance, I transform into a plasma cannon like Galvatron. All you seen was a colorful stream of laser beams. You bend your optical lens, I press send on my computer arm, and a multitude of fiery arms electrical charge fireballs.
Fireball graphic images fall around me with nimbleness and imaginary combat with my platoon in a danger room in a small moon orbiting Neptune. I'm using lyrical attack tactics to destroy these abstract visions that are holographic.
Holographic visions of Martians herding us from motherships like Columbus. The sun slowly leaves us from radiation dust. I walk through a paranormal passageway into a land where my skin changed color like Zartan. Earth is blown to oblivion. Welcome to oblivion. May the prophets walk with you in this one as a burning 3D polygon triple changer. When the sun stands on the moon, holding the American flag like Neil Armstrong. I concentrated hard before them lamp in a concentration camp. I stared into the dark and air that day as our theme song played. As a man stands on a pile of bones, playing the saxophone, he grabbed his brain and witnessed earth engulfed in flames. My eyes wasn't to believe us, so I took pictures of this mandarin orange mushroom that transmute the earth into ruins like Siberia. As children asked dismount saw monkey bars in an airby park. As angry women flaming exoskeleton yelling in honor like Sarah Connor. A handful of survivors known as rebels fight centuries of future wars with 6 swords. As their molecular dust crumbles from chemicals, experimental, cybernetics and fuse fly. Laser guided acting fighters into troubled waters. As a long line of humans walk through a gamma ray doorway. As green electron energy waves examine brains. Manually moving artificial limbs, implanting data chips in your cerebrum. Can this be our world's outcome?
I am half Junkion, Constructicon, from a star beyond, called Cybertron. I live on as I dance with wolves and fight's gone. I shoot hydroquoron over frozen pond like Galvatron. My mind and knowledge beyond oxygen or H2O. Your phase is slow, trust nothing except your fear. I'm on my territory by blending air. When I dive, you have a better chance to spot like thinking behind and standing there. The electric chair will welcome you to my house. It's a very, very, very fine house. Sit on the couch as you're awaiting. My simulated shape-changing room that is modulating. The walls glow again as a man sits on the podium while he plays his Nickelodeon. Different tubes exploding as you look on to their demise. I won the Nobel Prize for decapitating a unicorn and using its blood and horn to re-energize.
Silicone-based space, I hibernated for ages in the unbalanced gravity caves of Halley's Comet. Like grizzly bears in the mountains, light intensify infrared contact lens zooming. Blueprints of a sesame and bionic brain-shaped charge warhead with bad wiring. Biochemical cybersuit exoskeleton hologram projections. Or prototype 693, rolling down rotating corridors like click. Emergency mind kits are needed for the helpless. Low tones and whispers cause the war in your brain triple. When I speak in light signals, battle text that arm connects. Virtual reality girls point to computer souls and circuit boards. Space to find a frontier. A man needed a mankind caught in our gravitational pull. 2 miles in closing. I'm in orbit, remote central locking coordinates or target. I'm bizarre like the outer limits, but first answers quick riddles was lighter. Air or fire was faster. Sound the light, your light Paul will dissolve if you don't answer them right. My eyes are designed to play Tetris and radioactive red 3-dimensional graphics like Virtual Boy. Life is just an illusion to me. Your thoughts are worth to the web minds like every penny.
Melodious foes get dipped quick to the cryptic liquid acetate. Acid lake, watch it as it breaks down microcosmic organisms. Electromagnetic mechanisms enable me to envision your central nervous system as it collapses. The rest of your body exposed to my lyricals convert your deformed physical form to gases. My mind surpasses. There is no medical term for the chemical germ. I'm dropping toxics, causing perpetual burns in your optics. Invisible tentacles squirm through your mental pockets, releasing heat in your cranium, radiating particles of uranium. I'm painting them vivid abstracts that obstruct the flux of normal mortal brain function. Immediate mental corruption of mind, facilities lacking abilities, lyrically causing net-right destruction. I will bend light by thrusting lyricals, changing light to an elliptical device, bent by heat sent by the sentience, intelligence defeat the weak. Bones are flown, thrown under sediments as Protestant reverends were outside my home protesting my grotesque experiments on human intelligence. What's the relevance of this event? Is the end, or is it the fact that most of you can't even comprehend? Most of you can't even comprehend what I am saying to you, even in my human form, the lessons I relay. Most of you can't even comprehend what I am saying to you, even in my human form, the lessons I relay. Most of you can't even comprehend what I am saying to you, even in my human
Transmission is a vision made by our mentality.
Adam's family exploring outer regions of reality.
Transmission is a vision made by our mentality.
The Adams family exploring outer regions of reality.
Transmission is a vision made by our mentality.
The Adams family exploring outer regions of reality.
Transmission is a vision made by our mentality.
The Adams family exploring outer regions of reality.
I'm coming off like duct tape, being ripped off the outer brain, causing cerebral pain. The weight of my rhymes inflicting a mental strain. I'm a master of all parts of speech. I'll be more than glad to teach lyrics running off like footprints at the beach. Eyeball eating caterpillars pose like sticks on tree limbs. They emerge from the optic socket when the cocoon casing softens. Genetic self-destroying larva causes molecular dispersion and scattered cells begin to gleam. In adult stage, the body implodes from within, sending the soul racing away in banshee screams. Call me the Grundlerfly, viewing the multiple attack patterns of my enemies through compound eyes. Skin on the glucose ridges of your brain terrain. When I shed my outer skin, rubbing new high appendages that are hidden beneath my thighs. Are you amazed by the way that my rhyme books came to life? Cutting off the psychic link will have no desire to experience your death from the viewpoint of a knife. When push comes to shove, I got MCs looking like a sick dove. White shades of death, stars from below make lost souls fly above. Lyrics are flown on wings without the words previously owned. Confucius, inventor of a style which no one has ever known.
Call me the Hellman elephant. As lasers disperse through my eyes, dismantling your masculine skeleton. I'm grinding your bones and putting a talcum powder on the Millennium Falcons. When it hits warp speed, you can see the direction that it's going. I'm the man of forever flowing. As I play the ukulele on Haley's comet until the gods don't stop. Call me witchcraft and prophet, collecting my thoughts in darkness. And one of myself in dark caves and cockpits. I attack the feeble like the monster of blackness. I keep memories of the defeated in the golden locket, which screams from my pocket like a grandfather clock. As I disperse the atoms, my grandfather watched. It felt good to receive a pat on the back for destroying the wax, creating false symmetry. More spot 2 inches from my face in perfect symmetry. If you listen, you can hear them sing. You will see the glistening of my aluminum angel wings that project from my back when I strangle
My
things.
mental nuclear reactor spreads a toxic atomic plate factor using a protractor and a ruler to attack your medulla. I run through you at the proper angles using mechanical contraptions and abstract attack actions to make your brain have contractions, giving birth to intelligent elements attraction. Chemical reaction of this mental mixture causes a flickering fluorescent light pictures. It's a glow of brain juice that will induce its trance-like state. I encase your face in a canister. My words swirl around you like a spiral staircase banister. As pet tarantulas eat like scavengers at this mental massacre. I'm a time traveler that rides an odd pod-shaped triangular with quickly transverses universes and disperses verbal parameters with perpetually increasing diameters. The paths are damager with an intangible hurl flammable quadrilateral flame ignition caused by the force frictions of the cryptic diction. Envision 5 minds combined in rhyme mechanics. 5 organic vast planets causing mass galactic panic.
I'm the faceless man that's beyond the flaccid moons. I skip to my loon, the surface of buried planets inside rooms of my memories. Bad things happen to rappers when I mumble in a weak voice that wanders like Hansel and Gretel in the forest. I had solar energy brain panels that protrude from the sides of my temple like antennas. I raised the sun through an asteroid built in the cockpit of comets at speeds of infinity Machs. Check my stance as I split planets with a Danube sunshot. I play chess on a gravitational platform. My pawns are made out of frozen clouds or prismatic crystals. Numbskulls get plunged into quantum portable telegates in a parallel fault line between space and time. Minds are sucked in my subconscious like humans going on a fishing trip. They get abducted from highways. The sky blazes from my tractor beam from my motherships. I got you bobbing your head to the beat as your brain filled with heat. You start floating away like blimps. Your eyes might get burned if you take a glimpse. I hold globes in my hand like Moses held the 10 Commandments.
Across computer systems with a mind virus projecting from a modem link within my iris. Altering ecosystems when I move wounds to rises. Condition winds of forms solution, climate elevation with lightning storms and forms of vector fields. I challenge distances of east and western longitude and latitudes become subjected to an amplitude of electromagnetic energy causing fluid activity within atom bombs. My angular duration is devastation to carbonation, changing variations of radiation cause isolation of population during the day. When I play with the axis of planets, holding madness above and under for negative polarities, uncontrollable weather, skill side effect reversing polarities caused by static emissions linked within a closed galaxy.
Transmissions of visions made by our mentality.
The Addams family exploring outer regions of reality.
If I told you many secrets, could you handle them? Maybe I'll tell you when the candle's dead. The scene begins as I grasp my sword hilt. Etching an alternate for all the warriors I killed. Only once my blood spilled, I was wounded, I lived. To revenge myself, I did find him hid. So I let him live, however I killed his kids. The ages of 6 and 7, I stood over their corpses and shores of heaven because all kids are not held accountable for their sins under the age 11. They were bludgeoned as my pet goblins kept watch. If you listen, you can hear their bones in the valley of dry bones. I found a comatose rock by the shadow box. The soul kept the scroll, entered a roll, the things to keep in the toll. Gold, the many foretold aloud. There were spells that made wells, they see and swim upwards on clouds. And once the hex is called, Earth will reverse gravity, making salmon swim up waterfalls. The slaughter calls, time is reversed, war is now fall. Trees the halls, we walk by the law. Do not kick that frog, who my wife was punched by the king's troll. May God damn the soul. I will end the story by sealing my scroll. I will hand it to you to use it to link this. There lies the key to humanity and witchcraft. That's just
Zone to the tones from my mic. 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 Zone to the tones from my mic.
attacking infantry. Beware my mental plant activities. Metaphysically, my metaphors urinate from your innate abilities. So simply I crush this rush of armed force specialists. My sentences and scripts leave many animal activists pissed. With a cruelty that I soon reveal, using my blunt weapon of steel to club fleets of elite MC Navy SEALs. My rhymes classified documents sent to drench the continents. With my intelligence, your feeble resistance is quite irrelevant. I'll prevent your attempts to circumvent my semicircular attack. 180 degrees of revolution rap, syntax tap from my mind pipeline path. My task to be fast from the rhythmic liquid moving mass. I transformed at last in a solid liquid form of gas, using chloroplast mixed within the glass of my Erlenmeyer flask. Now all objects I can control from the old machines that ran on coal to modern day computer consoles. No matter the shape or size, realize that my rhymes cause machinery to come alive like maximum overdrive. Soda cans launch between the eyes of the unwise, tries to escape and not plausible, or are in the range of my deranged audible. Violent chants caught in my unseen tractor beam, then you remain detained at my POW camps where I stamp on your wrist with a quickness, a 6-digit serial number under the word non-lyricist. I insisted so the sickness can be quarantine contained, so stupidity doesn't spread through more of the human brain.
Zone to the tones from the mic. 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 Zone to the tones from the mic.
Mortals have such foolish attack tactics. They attack quick, trying to avoid their slaughter. They hide underwater. That's when it gets drastic. I'm a killer great grandma head. I attack the whack when my dose of fin protrudes through the water. My syntax snaps your metaphors with force to cause slaughter. Lyricals destroying minimal criminals. When I contort my form sorta like a carnivorous ambiguous amoeba. Rhyme flowing rage, powerful protozoa. Like Akira, destroying everything in my past. So feel a wrath greater than Khan as I trek on through stars, practicing Vulcan mind melds on Mars, riding cloud cars around Vestin, stressing Empire infantries, giving stormtroopers fatal injuries with my similes so simply, carrying complex text, styles are various. My barbaric attacks cause thunder, the barbarians to collapse. Experimental medical procedures causing intellect siege, lyric propulsion causing convulsion, percussion-induced concussions, unfriendly discussion take over tussing. You're looking sickly when I'm thrust interrupting quickly through your scripts like Mount Vesuvius in the nucleus of existence. So swirl around my brain's neurons like electrons to keep your distance from this lyricist rebellious resistance against this grain of brainless ignorance attempt to penetrate the mental plates of the cryptic.
Zone to the tones from the mic.
This is poison, so be alert. 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 This is poison, so be alert.
Don't wanna touch that drug. You don't wanna touch that drug. You don't wanna touch that drug. Check it out, sister. You out here raising our community's kids, imparting a stronger sense of what community is. Teaching them how to speak the word and what to do with these fists. You like a young sojourner, truly through you she lives. You do God's work, and for it you deserve to be praised. Cause I know the sacrifice is hardly worth what it pays. Nevertheless, on you press to nurture the babes, but take care over protecting them or hurt them in ways you can't imagine. Some call passion a tool, a shaitan, creating bonds with fanatics and fools. And the fear of that is why freedom's absent in school, and they substitute for gold the platinum rule. It's on you to provide what they don't supply to the mass. Knowledge of the forefathers they won't find in their class, and you ain't gotta force feed them, but when finally they ask, tell them they must shine, for they were divine in the past. Understand, I've been ready to commit to your team. With the two forces combined, we can't uplift the regime, but I am worthless soon as I am stripped of my means. And if you see it as a cause for the split between us, then that's poison. I don't wanna touch that drug. Trust me, I don't need to rush that much. Understand, I lay it all down straight and walk away overnight. If it means you and me, you'll unite. Straight up, yo, that's poison. I don't wanna touch that drug. Trust me, I don't need to rush that much. Understand, I lay it all down straight and walk away overnight. If it means you and me, you'll unite. Unite, brother, you out here speaking from a stump in the rain. I admire your stamina. It's like you numb to the pain. Through the mic, it's like you and I are one and the same. We promise hope, though most say we just mumble and slang. But the change will come, we know from reading the text. And when I tend to stop short, yo, you keep me abreast. You were born to be a leader of the elite's best, but my concern's for the rest of the people that's left. See, I was baptized once as a child in the church, and as a man now, overanalyzing they works. They trying hard to save souls, selling violence and hurt. But mine was free from the beginning to fly since birth. Now I wanna help another cat to feel like that, mixing metaphysical concepts with real life facts to equip the front lines in a field where pipes crack with rhyme to the reason they choosing to fight back. Understand that you and I both serve the same cause for peace, whether we reaching it through words or wars. But sometimes our backgrounds help determine our course. But when the weight starts to separate and burden us, Lord, yeah, that's poison. I don't wanna touch that drug. Trust me, I don't need to rush that much. Understand, I lay it all down straight and walk away overnight. If it means you and me can unite. Poison, I don't wanna touch that drug. Trust me, I don't need to rush that much. Understand, I lay it all down straight and walk away overnight. If it means you and me can unite.
This is